Hello everyone. Today is a little bit cold, but we're doing fine. And I'm glad to welcome you on our new webinar today. First of all, please let me know if you can hear me or see me well by typing plus in the chat box. And while you are doing that, we will be giving you the presentation of today's event. So today's event will be completely dedicated to two devices which we are going to present to you today. And these devices are both cable and pipes locators. They are based on on two receivers and one transmitter. And today we will tell you about how to locate the cable with these devices and how to measure the depth with both of them. Most of you may be familiar with AP19, and you may know that this device can detect cables and pipes and measure depth without any additional button pressings or procedures. You just align the cable with the center of the screen, and then you will see the depth. But not all of you know that this device, AP27 or 027, how we call it, is able to measure the depth also. And today I will show you how it's done. But the main topic of our event today is the comparison between these two devices. So with AG105 and AP19.1, the set is called Success AG309.15N. And if we remove the AP19 and add AP27 with electromagnetic sensor, and also we keep the AG105, we will have the set which is called Success AG438.15N. So we will be comparing uh, those two sets today between each other. We will compare the indication, we will compare the depth measurement procedure, and also we will compare some functions and settings. So first of all, I would like to start with the most advanced and simple for understanding. So this is the most advanced receiver we're having for today. It literally indicates the signal which is coming from the cable, and this signal is created by AG105. Let's do that. We turn on the transmitter. We select the frequency, the type of signal, continuous. It means that the signal will be passing without any pauses. And we select frequency 0.5. It means that the frequency will be 512 Hertz. We press start button. The signal is coming. The transmitter is gaining its power. Now we can see that it gave its full power, 40 volts. And let us see where this power is coming to. Let's go here. So you may be familiar with our test polygon. This is our polygon. The cable to the end and rod of the cable, and it goes all the way down to the ground surface. You are quite familiar with that, and you are quite familiar with this test polygon, And today I will be just showing to you how the cable is located. Setting the frequency in the menu. There is a filter menu here, which we can switch. Now we have already selected 512 Hertz frequency. We just confirm it and we're ready to go. But we can check various modes. Root mode, when we have the cable indicated on the screen. Graph mode, when the signal is represented by the graph. And relative distance graph, which has an unlimited depth mode. Let's stick with root mode for now, and I will show you how to locate the cable. So literally, when you turn on the receiver on a particular frequency, you already see some signal. And you already see the cable. All you have to do is align it with the center of your display, like this. And you will see the actual depth of the cable. It is 60 centimeters approximately. This is fine. Also, just to demonstrate, we will switch the receiver to graph mode. Let us check it. In graph mode, you are having both the indication of the cable and signal level. What it is used for? See, when your cable is away of the center, the signal is getting lower. But as soon as you're approaching the cable, the signal increases. You can see the graph is increasing in real time. And when you're above the cable, you are having full graph. When you are moving away, the signal starts to decrease like this. Why do you need this for? In some cases, uh, graph mode allows you to tell where's the cable more precisely. So sometimes it's more accurate to use the graph mode. And the main thing I'm trying to explain here is that uh, all the receivers produced by TECHNO-AC, they are working on one principle: evaluation of electromagnetic signal level. So when we've seen the actual cable on the screen, the electronics of the device, the sensors which are hidden here, they calculated the signal difference, signal level difference, and they gave you the position of the cable, the supposed position of the cable. And this particular device has four sensors which are hidden in the antenna system. And that is why it's advanced, not because of its indication, because of the antenna system which is inside. And different devices of other brands also, they do the same job. They evaluate the electromagnetic signal. So you are quite familiar now with this device, and you know how it indicates the particular cable on the screen. Let us do another thing. Let us try doing the same job with AP027 and electromagnetic sensor. Let's do the same job here. Also, I would like you to remember the depth which we have located. It is 60 centimeters approximately. So now we're going to use the AP27 receiver with electromagnetic sensor. It's also an easy job. I will show you. We turn on the receiver. We see all the information which is uh, displayed on the startup. We see that the receiver detected the type of sensor connected to it. It also works in a continuous mode. So that's fine. We start the operation. It is also already in 512 volts mode. The cable now. Покажи мне целиком пока что. Я объясню. So When we worked with the previous receiver, we had to see the cable on the screen and just come to it. This device works differently. To locate the cable, you have to swing the sensor in order to locate the signal and see it on the screen, because the signal on this particular device is shown at a scale. You see, and when we are approaching the sensor to the cable, the scale is growing, and we are moving it away, the scale decreases. That is how we locate the cable itself. So by going alongside the cable and swinging the sensor like this, very slow, we are evaluating the signal level. And the point with maximum signal in this particular case will indicate the presence of the cable. See, now I'm having the sensor right on the right side of the cable. And now I'm placing it closer to the cable. And you see that the signal is increasing. It's 49, it's 50, 55, 53, 46. It means that we have passed the cable line. It is here, like this. I guess, yeah, even like this. Maybe here. Yeah. So I placed the sensor right on the spot of the cable, and it's the same spot we had when we used the AP19 sensor. So the difference between these two devices is in the way that device indicates the signal level. And in some cases, yeah, one device may be more helpful than another. But there are things which are common for these both devices, and this thing is graph mode. We also have a graph mode here, and it works the same as in AP19. We're approaching the cable, and the signal increases. See the graph in the right side corner. We're moving the cable away, and the signal decreases. That's how it's done. You approach to the cable, and the signal rises. You move away the sensor, signal decreases. That's how it's done. Also, as I promised, this device allows use to be used for depth measurement. But with AP 19.1, you just align the cable with the center of the screen and you see the actual depth. That's very convenient. But some users of AP27, they want to know the depth and they want to locate it. And now I'm going to show you how to locate the depth with this device. It doesn't have any digital indication of the cable. So first, we will have to locate the cable itself. We will have to locate the spot with maximum signal. Let's do this, please. Uh, yeah, like this. I'm approaching the cable, the sensor, sorry, to the spot with maximum signal. I guess, let me check again. Let us locate. Yeah, this is it. So this is the spot where we're having the center of our cable and the maximum signal on the cable itself. I will place this white rock here just to mark the spot. You can use anything you want. And I will do the following. As you know, the sensor head can be adjusted, and it can be adjusted to 45 degrees. Let me do that. You just screw this nut and fix it like here, like this, 45 degrees, like this. And now the receiver, the sensor, works not with maximum signal, but with minimum signal. And you place the sensor like this. Please show the screen. minimal, it's 7. But when you are starting to move away the sensor from the cable, like this, the signal increases. That's because we changed the method of signal evaluation. And when the signal increases, it means that in the spot of maximum signal away from the cable, скажи, пожалуйста, в чем дистанция? This distance between the rock and the sensor head here is equal to cable depth which we're having below the ground surface. You see, we call it trigonometric way of depth evaluation, but generally it's easy as that. So as you remember, we had 60 something centimeters, and now you can evaluate by yourself that this is approximately the same depth here. It's like this. I guess it's close to true. Truth. Yeah, so that is how. By placing sensor head 45 degrees and moving it away and locating the point of maximum signal away from the cable axis, you are able to locate the depth. And even without using the advanced device, you can do that literally with any locator which is not supporting any depth measurement. Because that's physics. That's not rocket science. That's just physics. Okay, so literally, you've seen almost everything we had for today. That is why uh, I'm proposing to start a small question and answer session. I'm taking my phone. Just hold on a second. And I will go to the chat box. And I'm ready to answer your questions. Just hold on a second. Yep. Okay. I will turn down the sound. Yeah. Okay. Let's start the answer question session. Abraham, can the device be able to detect a plastic cable? One of the clients wasted the device for cable location because what they have can only detect metal. No, these particular devices can locate only metal cables and pipes. If the device contains metal or any electric conducting material, metal, the device can detect it. Okay, concrete floor with reinforcement, would it affect the result? See, the direct connection to the cable or to the pipe. And if you've done everything properly, you grounded your connection, you earthened it, and if you connect it directly to the cable, there should be no problem, especially on the 512 hertz, because you can switch between the frequencies. And if you switch to 33 kilohertz, for example, yes, there will be a problem. But if you stick with 512 hertz or 1 kilohertz, which is also supported by all these devices, you will trace the cable or pipe fine, even if there is a armored concrete above it. Armored concrete floor, sure. Uh, okay, any other questions? Uh, when do we use 33 kilohertz? 33 kilohertz is mostly used on mm, on the armored optic fiber cable. When you have to detect the armor optic cable, you use 33 kilohertz because the signal induces very it induces very good on other metal objects, and you have to be careful. Yeah, mostly we use it for armored optic in the areas where there are no any other metal objects. So the cable is going below the ground surface, and we have to know where it is going. We use 33 kilohertz for that. But generally, the procedure of the frequency selection is the following. First, you try to locate with the lowest possible frequency, 512 Hz. Then, if there is no result, you switch to 1 kHz and try searching the cable or pipe with 1 kHz frequency. If there is no there is no result, still no result, you increase the frequency to 8 kilohertz. And if there is no result still, you increase to 33. But you start with the lowest ductile iron water pipe frequency. There is no specific frequency, as I told you, for the particular cable or pipe. Try the lowest one and then increase it step by step if there is no result. Can any model available above 33 kilohertz? Our customer need a 100 kilohertz frequency range. Unfortunately, for now, we do not have such equipment in our range, but we're developing um, new transmitter and receiver, new set, which will be supporting this the frequencies higher than 33 kilohertz. I'm not sure that it will be 100 kilohertz. As far as I remember, it's going to be 200 kilohertz. But that is yet to be specified because the device is still in development. So as soon as it is ready, I will demonstrate it here for you gladly. But for now, I can say that we're having such device in our plans. Yeah. Generally, both devices which I showed you today, they support passive cable location. It means that you can locate energized cable without the transmitter. You switch both of them to 50 hertz and you locate the cable, no problem. Also, uh, stainless steel water pipe and it detect. Yeah, yeah. If you connected the transmitter to the pipe, you can detect it with these both of these devices and measure the depth the way I showed you today. Yeah, it will work for stainless steel also. Um, what I wanted to say that generally you can see that there is no big difference in these devices except for the pricing. And the price for the AP27 based is significantly lower, and not everybody needs the depth measurement. That is why we're comparing these devices, so you could get the idea that also you can try measuring the depth using the AP27, and also you can do it easily in a more comfortable way with AP19. That is why we're comparing these devices. Also, I would like to state that uh, these devices uh, they use different principle. As I told you, AP19 has four sensors here. Meanwhile, AP27 and especially AMD sensor has only two sensors here. That is why uh, there is a difference, and that is why this device can't indicate the cable on the screen, and it can't show you the depth. Okay, any more questions? I will be glad to answer. Let me check. Okay. No questions. Meanwhile, then, uh, I will tell you a little bit about the transmitter because we didn't pay too much attention to it today. So this is a 20-watt portable transmitter. It weighs only 2 kilograms and it's very lightweight. It is powered by 8 baby C batteries or Type C batteries. Also, it can be supplied with accumulators and charger. And it has it has 20-watt power, 40-volt output voltage, and it is pretty easy to use. It's also it has a built-in antenna for induction of the signal on the metal objects. So suppose you need to locate something which is in the area, uh, just the plain area, and you have to locate something before excavation works. You can use that. The built-in antenna will induce the signal on any metal object around it, around the transmitter, and you will be able to detect it with the AP27 receiver and AP19.1 receiver also. Still, there are no questions. As I can see, um, let me check again. Just refresh the chat box. Yeah, there is no question. There are no questions. That is sad because usually we have much more questions, and I'm happy to reply to answer them. Okay, so I guess this is it for today. We had demonstrated two receivers, sensor, transmitter, and our test polygon. And I guess that our next event will be dedicated to cable fault locators or water leak detectors. I'm not sure yet. If you want to know something special, I mean, special some if you want us to cover some special topic, we are ready. Just let us know in WhatsApp or in email. And Harry Paul is asking when is the next demo. The next demo will be in 2 weeks. So next week we are having an email newsletter with the invitation as usual. Just don't miss our emails with invitations to our events, and you will be able uh, to get to our events. And in the week after this, next week, we will be having an event. So in 2 weeks, we will be having another demo, and it will be, I guess, water leak detectors if there will be not so much cold outside. Okay, thank you very much for today. I hope you get some more information about our equipment. So if you have any questions, just let me know. We will be happy to reply to all your questions and provide all the information. If you need a private demo of some particular equipment, also let us know. We will make a dedicated private demo in WhatsApp or in Skype or whatever it is, and you will get the detailed information, and you will be able to get the certificate of the person who is trained to use TECHNO-AC equipment. I thank you for joining us today. Thank you very much. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye bye.